Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. For all the subscribers out there and who have subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button below and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified for the latest videos and so forth. What I want to do today is actually talk about JoyeAuto product using Android Auto or CarPlay. A few months ago, I installed this in the X5 F15. And recently installed it in Sal's RS7 as well. The same product, JoyeAuto product, the box that you get. What I wanted to do was do a quick review of JoyeAuto and how it works with Android Auto. So basically, I have an Android phone, so I can only show you with Android. I cannot show you with Apple CarPlay. My significant other, wife, has CarPlay. Sorry, not CarPlay, iOS, Apple device. So hers works wirelessly. For Android Auto, like I mentioned on both of my installed videos, if you have not watched the installed videos, have questions, I'll link them down below, so watch them so you can see. For Android Auto, you need to have a USB-C cable, or depending on what you have, the USB regular cable and so forth, or mini USB and so forth. These are Type-C for Pixel 4. I think most of new Samsung phones uses Type-C as well. So you have to have it connected with a USB to work with your phone. If you don't, you won't be able to do it. You only will be able to use CarPlay. So there are a few things that I like over the last 6 months. I've used this sporadically. I haven't used it on a daily basis because I don't drive this car daily. Few nuances that I don't like and few things I do like about Android Auto. I know it's not the factory Android Auto that's coming with the car. You have to use a JoyeAuto box and go through there. So when I installed it on this X5, I installed it everything, even the mic, the external mic that you use for hot words like OK Google or Hey Siri. I installed that as well. And personally, I hate things sticking out from all the places. I like the factory minimalistic approach at times, that you don't have things, buttons, and all the extra ones in there. So what I'm going to do is, let me turn the camera around, get it connected to the car, and let it fire up. So you guys can see the connection speed, how long it takes, and then I'll go through the little things here and there, and then also watch the video towards the end. I'm going to share the promo code with you guys that you can go on the JoyeAuto website and get a discount. No, this video is not paid promotion by JoyeAuto. It's just I bought their product and I've asked the company, and they put out a promo code that my viewers can use to buy a product from them directly, and so forth. Okay guys, so basically what I've done is car is running. I've hit this back button, so if I go back out of here, this is the Idrive menu. Keep in mind that whatever you do, you always want to have aux enabled, you checked active when you launch your Android Auto or CarPlay, otherwise it will not work. The reason for that is all the CarPlay or Android Auto works off of your auxiliary, because that's how we hooked it up to. So what I'm going to do is my USB, I didn't route it anywhere else. I routed it through under here because there's enough space behind this cover, and my USB just hangs out here, and I can put this cover on and leave it. So I connected my USB. I'm going to put this connection in. You will notice it's going to launch that, and then what I'm going to do is go into Android Auto. By default, it launches your Google Maps. Once it launches your Google Maps, you can hit the back button. It takes you to home, and then you can choose home, and launches your Android Auto menu. Again, this is for NBT Idrive 4. This is not touchscreen, so I can't click on here. If you had a touchscreen, most likely you had Apple CarPlay already. If you want to do Android Auto, then you can add JoyeAuto. But I have to use the Idrive that's down here. Sorry guys, this is a little messy and dirty. But back, if you hold on back for about 3 seconds, it will launch you out of in here. If you press back and hold it, it goes back to the Idrive. If I'm going to hold it again, it's going to launch this and go in. One thing is, questions people ask, what I wanted to add in this review was for Android Auto using JoyeAuto. If I go into reverse, you'll notice it takes over the factory screen and the reverse is activated, and the screen is activated with the reverse cameras or surround view cameras, whatever you have. One thing that I've noticed, and I'll admit to it, is if I go in drive and there's sensors around, usually it activates a camera. It does not do that all the time, but that's one thing I've noticed. But reverse, as you can see, it always activates a camera right away. There's no delay, there's no blackouts, nothing. If I go park, it automatically switches back to Android Auto, no problem. The only other thing that I notice is with Android Auto, when you're using, I don't think it's an issue with JoyeAuto, but just the Android Auto design, all my maps, I have to go to maps and then I have to speak in the direction or punch in the numbers, the address. I can't use my phone to launch any of the maps or pick up the addresses unless there's a dual option. But if you try to go to maps on your phone with Android Auto, with this or any other car, it tells you use it, it's connected to Android Auto, use it on the car. Music wise, the car is equipped with Harman Kardon. I haven't noticed anything out of ordinary. Sound perfectly fine. Only thing is when I use the auxiliary aux front, what I noticed, I set my settings to level 8. You can go from 0 to 20. I don't do too much, I leave it at that. And then basically, depending on what you have, you might have WhatsApp in here, you might have iTunes Radio, Pandora, music-wise, or other application. Waze, I have simply just, phone. I can go into phone, make the phone call, and then go from here. So basically, you can go down to the second layer. So you have to go turn this iDrive and go this way. If you want to come down to this, the bottom bar, you have to tap your iDrive down, and then you notice you can scroll over here too. If you hit menu, you can speak to it, whether you're speaking to Google or speaking to Apple Siri. So if you had people, see it's showing up like that. Two of the things that I recommend for JoyeAuto, the manufacturer, is if they can find a way to integrate the USB. So right now, Android Auto, you can use it for Android Auto, you can use it for CarPlay if you wanted a wired connection. For Apple, you have wireless. This is equipped with wireless. Is if they can find a way somehow to integrate this USB into the factory USB, whether it's a pair for NBTs or NBT Evo or in the armrest. That'll be super nice. I was watching another video, I think it was Toyota or something. They have the CarPlay boxes, and what they do is there's a Y connection that you hook up to the factory USB, and essentially the USB becomes usable for USB drives, for the factory USB if you want to update or whatever, and you can use it for Android Auto or CarPlay wired connections if you want it. So that's one thing I would see if the newer boxes, now down the road, they come with that option. Another thing is, I was talking about speaking into for Google or Siri. You have to have the external mic that comes with JoyeAuto. You cannot use the factory mic that's equipped in your car. So I have it set up because I wanted to test it, and so far there's no problem. I can speak into it. It works perfectly fine. One thing I hate is having buttons and things hanging out somewhere. So mine is hidden above the sunglass holder in X5 and behind the sunglass holder and above the rear view mirror. You can barely see it, but it's tucked in there. I will be probably removing it because I don't use it that much. So if they can work on those two things, with the USB and the mic, I think it'll be super nice. Call wise, I have not had a problem. A couple times I've noticed where I have the option of using the phone as a call. The car's Bluetooth and ID core, it does not default to Bluetooth in the car sometimes. So what I always do is when I turn the car's connected, I connect to BMW Bluetooth as well. The active one is the ID core to use the music and everything else for the Android Auto connection. So when the call comes in, I try to pick it up through the car steering wheel and answer via that. And then if it doesn't get picked up, it's still running through ID, then I'll just go to my settings on here, options in the phone call, and I'll use BMW or the phone and pick up through the phone and so forth. Other than that, the thing has run great. I have no problems, and I haven't encountered anything. One time I've had a black screen with it was after the install. I had to let the car sit, turn it off, and then restart. One thing I would recommend, I never used to lock the car in the garage, and I've noticed the ID core is active, because I think the Bluetooth, the way it's set up is in BMWs is your USB and stuff is active for 5 or 10 minutes after the car is turned off. So now what I've started doing is I lock the car so it completely kills the battery and it's not draining anything over time. So if you have it JoyeAuto set up, I would recommend, if you can, lock the car if you're parked, even in the garage, your garage is closed, locked and so forth. Lock it so it's completely killed and it's not draining your battery afterwards. Just a thought about that. Anything else you want to use your iDrive. So you have your back button to go back if you wanted to, and you can use your menu button. Then there's the option button. It brings you back into your Android Auto menu and so forth, depending on, you might have more than me, I don't. That's what it is. This is standard layout, maps, and then you can type in stuff in here. You can speak into it and speak the addresses if you wanted to and so forth. And then you can go in Spotify, you can play the Spotify music, next song and so forth. Come down, as you notice I was up here, I use the iDrive controller, come down, and there I'm back in here. So that's what that is about. Also, I did mention to you guys I will have a promo code by the end of the video. So if you are interested in JoyeAuto for BMW or Audis, go to JoyeAuto's website. I'll link it down below. You can use a promo code Shazy Motorsport, which is the name of my channel, YouTube channel, and you get 10% off on the Audis and the BMW products, the JoyeAuto boxes. Again, this is not a paid promotion by JoyeAuto. It's simply, I was talking with them because they liked the restock, because they saw my BMW video. I did the Audi video as well after buying the Audi product for them, for the RS7 from them. And I was asking if my subscribers and whoever's watching the video, if they are interested in the JoyeAuto boxes. Again, I'm not selling the JoyeAuto box. You're more than welcome to go buy Beamer Tech or Unichip or whatever you want, whatever you like. But if you are interested in a JoyeAuto box, you can go to the website and you can use the promo code down below. I'll link it down below and you get 10% off. Again, I want to mention, I do not get a single proceed from any one of you clicking on the promo code or using the promo code. So it's totally up to you. If you want to use it and you're interested in the JoyeAuto, you will get the 10% off and the promo code is valid. Thank you guys for liking, watching, subscribing. Stay tuned. And if you have any questions, please ask them down below. Thank you.